Not as much
And we're
music.
back. We're back. Welcome back, everybody, to Division 7 Tales of the Valiant here on Tabletop Bob.
Yes.
I'm your GM slash DM slash guy pretending to be all the NPCs. Kyle, welcome back. Happy to see everybody. Happy to be playing again. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. We are, of course, on Tabletop Bob, so we got to start things off with this week's slogans. I went with a dice pun theme here. So the first one is pretty good. Tabletop Bob, we roll low, so you don't have to.
Ooh.
And then for the puns, I've got Tabletop Bob. It's a good day to dice. Tabletop Bob, no more Mr. Dice Guy. That's
See
an
that?
homage to Ozzy Osbourne, who we lost today, sadly.
Rest in peace.
All
Which
right.
is totally the wrong reference because No More Mr. Nice Guy was Alice Cooper, not Ozzy Osbourne.
No more
Nobody
tears.
caught it.
No more tears.
And then the last one looks better when you write it, but it's Tabletop Bob. We dice side our fate.
Ooh. I like a good old spelling one. I think I like No More Mr. Dice Guy. That was my favorite one this week. I don't know about you guys.
I like Dice Guy. That's
Dice
a good
Guy.
one. No more
So happy to be back. We're picking up our session in the midst of a little bit of action here, but before we get to everything, we have the Tabletop Bob pre-session question.
Ooh.
TM.
This week's question, I was kind of wrestling with a couple of ideas, but I think I'm going to go with, in D&D, they say that failure is just an opportunity, right? But we all know that failure just sometimes feels like failure. So, very briefly, let's recount some of our most memorable epic D&D fails.
This is about D&D only? Just D&D?
Yeah, for gaming. Yeah.
Or RPGs? Okay.
Any tabletop scenario. Whether all your decisions ended up being wrong, or every solution you came up with for the puzzle didn't work, or the dice were just against you the whole time. Just we'll talk about some low points, just so this session is going to be nothing but high points, and we'll enjoy it that much more. So I think we're going to start with our fearless leader Bob himself, playing Calvin in our campaign here. Bob, what's your most memorable tabletop fail?
Ooh, this is a hard one. Because I feel like I do kind of embody the idea of failing forward. I feel like that happens a lot to me in life and RPGs. But I do think I think I mentioned this even one of the previous streams, but I do a lot of D&D with kids and Nate as well, when it comes to school and camp and things like that. So I feel like sometimes when you're playing with the kids, they cannot handle fail, they can't handle a possible player death, things like that. So one time, and it's maybe not, it's not a player fail, but a DM fail. I definitely made an encounter way too hard. I actually ran Meanlock Prison, which was an episode I ran here for Supernatural 20, and it was far too hard. And they were all first or second level characters, and I basically killed them all. And then they got really upset and had to be like, "All right, well, you didn't really get killed; you just knocked out." And had to bring all their characters back, and so they were young too. Maybe I shouldn't have run such a dark, horrific campaign for 8-year-olds, but you live and you learn. So I failed forward. They had a great time after that. So.
Right. So next we'll go with Estelle playing everybody's favorite fighter, Elle. What's a memorable tabletop fail for you?
Honestly, I think it happened on the channel here with Agatha.
Yes.
And I think I don't want to say too much because I just want to encourage anyone watching to go watch that because it was just
Tomb of Horrors or
yes,
Tomb of Horrors.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, with the one of the NPCs.
Oh.
and the cloak. Oh. Every now and then I go back to that video and I can just see myself not being able to speak at all.
And what delicious icing on the cake that, you know, one of your low points in gaming is preserved forever on the internet. So yeah, that's one's got to sting. So next up we'll go with friend of the channel, CJ playing Vigor. What's a good fail?
You know what? I think I was trying to think about it because I don't fail all that often, which so I think a lot of failures do happen in the Tomb of Horrors. And I think what happened to my goblin friend, I can't even remember his name, something with a D. What?
Drix.
Drix, yes. What happened to Drix was a pretty big failure. I mean, Tomb of Horrors just invites failure on your character based on just the way that it goes. So that was a pretty big fail, losing that character in that way, in such a like a semantical way too, like according to the reading, I guess, of the way that it was interpreted. It's like if you use that word to describe the thing you're doing, then you lose.
Yeah.
And I used exactly one of the words.
Yeah. Be careful with the tapestries. That's what Cam and Greyhawk Exile are saying in the chat.
Yeah. It's just
it's that old school D&D. They love getting players like that. All right. So next up is Nate playing Hello.
Or howdy. Hey, let's go 3 for 3. Tomb of Horrors. R.I.P. to Sunny, the Dwarven Demon Knight, who got a 50-50 question wrong. Or maybe it was a 1 in 3 chance, I forgot. But yeah, off to her doom. Just looked up her stats. Such a well-rolled character. Man.
Yeah, Tomb of Horrors gets another one. Notice a theme. All right, and Chris playing Yip, the kobold.
Yeah, well, while I don't necessarily have a tragic Tomb of Horrors fail because I actually survived the Tomb of Horrors to a degree, my epic fail came years ago playing Hero System with my buddies, and it was very unforgiving. And I was playing a rogue, and it was like the big loot chamber. And I did not check for traps, and I set off a trap and caused a total party kill, and I have never lived it down.
All right, good stories. I'll make mine quick. CJ's probably heard the story already, but I had this character in our when we used to play at Modern Myths, and rest in peace, Modern Myths, the local game store that is unfortunately no longer with us, but
like many.
Phlox the Aarakocra Archer, and he was great, but failed at everything. Just every decision was the wrong one, and every dice roll was bad. And I have a friend in that group who's really good. He's like really fast and really good with numbers, like with math and stuff. So when things would go wrong with people's dice, he would let them know what the probability was that you would be doing this poorly. He just had a knack for it. And we kept track. Here's a Lego version of that character right here.
Oh, sick. Put it near. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There we go.
That's
I've got a Quimby Lego, and I've got my Phlox Lego. So I'm very opened up a lot of packages of D&D Lego minis to get those. But I rolled a D20 a total of 11 times in that session. 7 of them were ones, and 4 of them were in a row. So that evening did not go, and it was like a 2-hour session. So it was just nothing went right. And it kind of set the tone for the whole campaign of just nothing works. And that one will, just like the Tomb of Horrors stuff you guys went through, it just sticks with you.
Sticks with you.
Tonight's going to be a positive experience. We're gonna tip the scales to positivity tonight.
I
by
hope so.
continuing with our story with our illustrious heroes.
Kyle, before you go on though, we got to remind me. I got to ask this question to Joey. I wonder what Joey's would be.
Yeah. So
Hopefully we can
last
see him.
session, you guys were hired by, and I believe her name was Kaylana or Kylana. Oh, hang on, my cat's about to knock my drink over. Hold on. Who was a traveling inventor and sort of like a mobile artificer type person. Yeah, Kaylana the Shaper. And you were tasked with tracking down her missing partner and a flying automaton named Wingnut. She's the inventor and he's the delivery system. They were hired by the leader of a village of mushroom folk to deliver a water purification device, but he's been missing for several days. Hasn't returned. So she was looking for adventurer types like yourselves to track him down and try and find it. You arrived at the village of Hulgig, which is a human settlement outside of the cavern that leads to the mushroom folk village, and found it basically infested with denizens of the village that have been sort of mutated by like Last of Us style spore infection, which turned them into kind of like zombie type creatures. You met some of the survivors of the village, one of which was a gentleman named Jarek, who's incredibly sick and is succumbing to the disease or the infection or whatever you want to call it. You met with some of those folks, got an idea of what was going on the surface, and ventured into the cavern to try and locate the mushroom folk or Wingnut or both, or discover what's happening here in this town. You at first entered the cavern and found a corpse. Looked like a relatively fresh kill, maybe a day or so, and then came to a fork in the cavern where Elle charged in to face off with one of these heavily infected villagers. Inside the chamber is also a cage and there's someone in the cage, and there's sort of like a pile of rubble on the ground sort of right next to it. But we ended the session with Elle charging in. So why don't you go ahead and make an attack against this creature with advantage, and then we will get rolling here with the action.
All right, first blood. Does a 13 hit? Do I get first blood?
13 does not hit.
With a surprise round, do I get a bonus action?
Sure.
Just asking to do like the bonus action guard thing.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. All right. So now that the creature is aware of your arrival, why don't you guys roll initiative for me?
Big hit. Yes.
All right. So we've got Eagle. We've got
worse.
We've got.
Oof.
I think
all right, squad. Roll them up.
There's Calvin. Okay, good. Put it to descending. Okay, top of the round. It is Vigor.
Okay. After seeing Elle run in and go after this foul beast, this stain upon the earth that is only for Solana, and cowering within this cave, I'm going to run in. As I run in, I cast Divine Favor, and I ask for Solana's blessing on my Warhammer. And I charge in, and I attack.
Okay, go for it.
And swing. With a nat 1! I rush
Solana!
Well, the good news for L and for Vigor is you each gain a luck point.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Vigor?
It's just so dark, and I'm so angry that I'm away from Solana. I'm just so distracted by it. I swing and I hit the floor instead.
Okay. All right. Okay, it's the creature's turn. L and Vigor, now that you're next to it, you notice like there's these kind of globs of like melted, like rotted goop, kind of almost like chunks of drool kind of falling out of this one's mouth as it moves around. What is it going to do first? Well, there's multiple targets, so it's actually going to spit toxic nodules, one at each of you.
Disadvantage on one of them? Guard?
Yes. So the first one will be at L, that'll be a disadvantage. And then the other one will be a normal attack. So we'll go with L at disadvantage. That's a 9, that'll probably miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then against Vigor. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
That's right. One of us gets a crit fail and the other gets a crit hit. This is the way of Solana.
This guy's officially your nemesis now. Okay.
Solana taketh and Solana giveth.
Oh boy.
I love the moment you go into a dark cave.
I am literally
you're just
almost
forsaken.
dead.
I am
this close
so
to dying.
You take 18 poison damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, it literally knocks me out.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Do you get knocked out every battle? This is like, oh boy.
Well, I only have 10 hit points.
Oh, yeah.
That was very close to killing me.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously. 18? Oh my god.
Oh dear. Yeah. Oof. All right, we're starting off hot. Okay, so that's the creature's turn. So L, you sort of dodge.
Yeah, that very easily could have killed
sort of phlegmy nodule attack. But unfortunately, you see Vigor gets him like it's like a viscous, so it hits him in the face, and it kind of like remember like the slimes you'd get like in the 25 cent machine.
Remember,
it's
kind of
like
mask
yeah,
on.
but it sort of blackens his skin, and
I have the mask on, so it just kind of got into the mask, and I couldn't get it out of the mask, and it just kept burning, and like it got into the parts that I couldn't get it out of, and then I fall to the ground unconscious.
Now you can't get him out of anything.
Yep. You see Vigor go down. The creature's still standing. What do you do?
Hey, can I amend my worst fails, by the way?
Oh wait, shit! You're our healer.
Yep. Oh, you're muted, Chris, I think.
Sorry, yeah, I ran up and I grabbed him with my action, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action, my scurry, to kind of slip away, dragging him out of there.
Ooh.
Okay.
And that's as far as I can go.
All right, you got it. Next up is Hello.
Oh, he must have meant to do that. Vigor's not that silly.
So sort of as you're coming around the bend, you see, because Vigor had the light going. So you turn the corner just to see Yip sort of dragging Vigor out of the cave, unconscious, covered in poisonous goop.
Yeah, good stuff. Yep. One sec. Let me scoot by here. Oh, I try to step over Vigor. And I'm gonna come in. LOL, and swing away.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh.
10 will not hit. You do get a luck point.
Ew, that's good stuff. All right. Ooh, I have 3 lucks to spend. that one would be my 4th. Could I use those 3?
Sure, to re-roll.
You roll that? Yeah. Alrighty. How about a 15?
15 will hit.
Hey, it's worth it. So we get 7 piercing and 6 poison. And I need a con save. So 13.
Yeah, not immune or resistant to poison, even though it creates it, which is unusual, but that's okay. Okay, so that's a con save, you said?
Yes.
Natural 20.
He is good to go. Offhand, an 8 to hit, so I think that's missing.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. Okay.
All right. That's it for me.
Okay. Elle, you're up.
Oh boy. This seems to be our most worthy adversary. Oof.
I'd say so. This thing's been the tank.
I'm gonna hope the rest of my companions can treat our cleric, and I'm just gonna try to hit this thing with the longsword again.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
21 will hit.
Sweet.
Excellent. 5.
Okay.
That is 5 damage.
All right, 5 damage.
Awesome. I'm gonna sit up to guard again. And I'm just kind of looking back between the creature and my fallen companion, like, why does this keep happening?
Because they're not goblins. If they're goblins, the battle would be over.
Be over.
Calvin, you're up.
All right, so I see some of these tunnel paths are covered. If I'm here, can I see down the tunnel paths?
Yes, because I'll say Vigor's light is probably still sort of illuminating here, so I'll open up a little bit more.
Was it the light spell? Does that go away when he gets knocked out?
I don't think it's concentration.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think so either, actually. Now I'm thinking about it from D&D. Okay.
So you can see a little bit further down this passage here. It leads to a much larger area down from south from where you guys are. And sort of west from you, you can see there's like another sort of smaller chamber, and you can hear sort of down in the darkness into whatever area this is, the sound of more of those spore infected beings.
Oh,
but
I do hear.
You don't see anything coming at you. You just kind of hear them a little bit off in the distance.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Beetlejuice fly in and aid, to give advantage to the next attacker.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on it. Give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, Wisdom save.
Mushroom, more like just mush. Your brain.
That's a 5. So your words cut deep.
They do. For a point of damage.
All right.
But minus D4 on their next saving throw, I think is what it was. Right? That's what.
Did it change?
No, I'm totally wrong. Vicious
disadvantage on their next attack.
Their next attack, Vicious Mockery. Yes.
All right.
That's what we've done before, right? Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Next attack roll.
Vigor, death saving throw, please.
I have advantage due to my divine favored disciple. So let's see how well this goes. Okay, well, that's 1 success. But it could be a 20.
Yeah, see if you get a nat 20 because that wakes you up. Okay. All right. So 18, that is 1 successful death saving throw. Okay, it's the creature's turn. Okay, what is it going to do? Okay. It is going to first. Let's see. Well, Elle did. I think Elle did more damage than Ellen did. I think. Oh no, Ellen did a little bit more. Okay, so this is going to go against Ella. First, it tries to. It's sort of gnarled. Hook appendage.
Disadvantage on its first attack.
Well, it gets a multi-attack, and it's getting disadvantage from you and disadvantage from Calvin as well. So I'm going to give it disadvantage on both attacks. So first, it's going to try to hook you with this sort of appendage where its hand used to be.
Don't let that happen.
Hello. So this is going to be at disadvantage. That's an 8. That's going to miss.
Yes.
And then it's going to lunge forward and try to bite you. With a nat 1. So it
All
failed.
right. Yeah, take me to dinner first.
Okay. Yip, you're up.
So I'm going to continue dragging him out a bit to here, and I'm gonna try to do medicine on him.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
I'm not. What does that do? Doing medicine?
Oh, you could stabilize him.
I won't. I don't know what to do. I'm not a medic. Here we go. I'm trying. A 9. Can I add a +1 to that to get a 10? Maybe that will help. I have a luck point.
Yeah, let me see if there's a set DC for that.
If it matters, I would imagine a 10 would be a good DC to meet.
Do you already have 2 death saves?
No,
I
just
have one.
Oh,
I
He
have
just rolled
advantage.
twice because he gets advantage. Let's see. Medicine check. I guess that would be. You know what? That's fine. I'll look it up later.
All right, so I'll use one of my points to get a +1 to
Sure.
do the best I can.
Yeah. So, Vigor is stable but unconscious. Okay. Next up is Hello.
Hello. All right. I'm gonna swing. Punch away, rather. Yeah.
All right.
23.
Well, that's a hit.
8 piercing and 4 poison.
Saving throw Constitution. Let's see.
Yeah, I should double. I wonder if I don't know if he succeeds once, if he succeeds
Heavy.
forever. But
So that's going to be a failure.
that would. So if it fails by 5, which it's a 12 because it's empowered, it would have the poison condition until my next turn.
Okay.
I'm just
And
gonna
maybe-
read the feat in case if it saves, it's good to go, like for the rest of the battle.
Oh, okay. Right.
But I'll let you know. And in the meantime, I would swing again. 22.
22 hits.
4 piercing, and should it do the poison damage both swings?
Doesn't matter because that is enough to put this poor creature out of its misery.
Oh, excellent.
So you do a couple lightning quick spike strikes, hit it right in the right nerve ending spots to affect its sort of mutated physiology, and it slumps down to the ground, dead. So I'm going to clear the initiative and boop, boop, boop. Okay, so the creature is down. The guy in the cage looks really weak. Looks like he's been here for a couple of days. And he just says, "Is it over? Has the town been liberated? Is it safe to come out?"
probably safer there than in this cage.
I ran in here out of desperation. The creature mauled my brother, and then there was a cave in, and my wife is under the rubble. Oh God, I've lost everyone. And he just kind of slumps down in the corner.
I just sort of like just very awkwardly like had him on the like there.
Yeah.
I'll kneel down and tilt my water skin in his mouth.
Oh yeah, he's
Say, do you remember which direction the cave-in was? That would be helpful.
I don't know. There was a shock or something from deeper in the cave, and then the ceiling broke apart and the rocks landed on my wife. I don't know how much is left of her under there. I've been in this
There are
cage for
more of
days.
them coming. I kind of rush the group. I can hear them.
All right, why don't we get you out of here, and you can head back to the town, and I'll try and pick him up and drag him out.
Yeah, he's a little bit weak, but the water that you gave him was helpful. He passes by the corpse on the ground. Oh, my brother's gone too. Oh, he used to love these
Sorry.
caverns. He used to visit his wife's last resting place here. And he sort of
Tough.
makes his way, kind of shambles to the opening. Thank you so much. I will tell the villagers of your bravery. And he sort of slowly, sort of weakly, kind of walks off back in the direction of the town.
Wait, is Vigor up yet?
Well, let's see.
Okay, if he's not, then I lean over to Elo instead and say, "Do you think he'll make it through?"
No, but he's got a chance. Are you talking about Vigor or the guy?
No, the guy.
Yeah, no. Oh God, yeah, no. It's a toss-up. But you wanna get Vigor?
Vigor looks stable, and by the way, Kyle, it is 10. I looked it up.
Okay.
Was the DC. So, like, Calvin will... He's not a medic or anything, but he'll kneel down and, like, feel for a pulse, and, you know, Yip seems to have done a good job with CPR. So I'll say, Yip, wonderful job. He'll be alive.
Yip, like, peeled the goop glob off of his face, and, like, it kind of held the shape of his nose and stuff a little bit, and he kind of throws it on the ground, and it kind of dissolves a little bit. But yeah, Vigor is breathing, and
he'll live to see another day of Solana's light because of your actions here, Yip. Wonderful job.
Maybe I can be a cleric someday. Yes. Yep.
I wouldn't count on it, but maybe there's the possibility. We have to move. We take this man back to town, or should we plunge further?
He's already left.
Oh, he left. Oh, I thought we were.
you can also see under the rubble over here. There is signs that there's a body in there.
Oh.
Like the rocks fell on someone.
Can I move the rocks?
Ooh.
Sure. Yeah, there's a body here, been dead for a few days, just like the one that was in the tunnel, from a sort of preliminary, obviously crushed by the rocks. It was a middle-aged human female. She's wearing leather armor. She has a little pouch on her hip, and she's like also like attached by like a little buckle is a sling.
Does anyone need a sling?
I'm good, but do you want to grab the pouch and maybe her body? Should we head back to the village?
I'll put the body by the entrance, and we can pick it up on the way back out.
Good point.
Okay. Yeah, you can reposition her body with the other one that was by sort of the entrance. In the pouch are, let me see how many it says here, are 6 sort of rounded polished stones. It's fairly common to see something like this. They're ammunition for the sling, but they have like little runes carved in them. So they're a little bit fancier than your typical sling stone.
Would Yip like them?
Yes. He'll scurry over there. I'll take.
I think I'm no
Yip, do you
tactician.
have a sling?
I do now. I hold up hers. I found it.
I'm no tactician, but it seems the Mycoloids are unaware of our presence. Perhaps it's best that we use this opportunity. Can we revive Vigor in any way?
Okay, above board, I can only heal him once before another long rest.
What do you say to Calvin?
Okay, yeah, right? It's like, I can only apply bandage once. What do you want from me?
You can do it now? You can bring him back?
Yes, although he'll need stronger healing methods if he goes down again.
Perfect. He can heal himself when he's alive.
He doesn't last very long.
Look, I know, but he tries. Dang it.
Maybe he should try a little less near the front lines.
Leave that to me.
Okay. Okay, I'll go over to Vigor and I pull out my med kit or whatever I
He's
have.
like, you crazy old man. I'll do it.
And I patch him up. Let me look at what I have to do again. Okay. Let's see. As an action, tend to creature. Okay. Regains hit points equal to my proficiency bonus plus your con modifier.
Okay, my con modifier.
And you
is-
can't
Hopefully
get
it's
this
high.
benefit again until you finish a short or long rest.
I have a +2. So it's 4.
All right, so you're back up with 4 hit points.
Mm.
Yip Jr., the dragonette, is sort of sitting on your shoulder and was kind of cleaning your face a little bit as you sort of wake up. And he scurries away, giving you room to stand and get your bearings again. You see the creature dead on the ground over by Yip and El. And you're back here in the hallway.
My mask! My mask! Where's my... Oh, okay, good. Almost had my face exposed. Do not let Solana's light.
When Yip was healing or stabilizing him, did he pull back the mask? Chris, what do you think? Did you do that?
Yeah, he would have pulled it back.
No.
So you've seen it, but did you put it back? Like, would he know that you've revealed his mask?
I would have put it back, I guess. I don't know.
Good.
What did it look like?
What was behind it?
Yeah.
My face.
What did his face look like?
Yeah, only Yip knows.
Put it in chat. Or like
Oh.
chat to me. I'm curious.
That's
Then I'll
fair.
react.
We don't get to hear the description.
You don't get to know. I wear the mask.
Vigor, I praise you for your bravery. Without your steadfast composure, we would not have defeated that creature. Solana truly blessed you.
Solana has blessed us all today.
I think, though, in the future, perhaps Solana's light really requires more of a stable presence in the backfield with me. I worry that without her light near me, I may succumb to the dangers here in the caverns.
Solana's hammer craves to do damage, though.
I think there'll be plenty of
Solana is
opportunity.
the goddess of warhammers along with the sun, and her hammer must be used to strike down those who would tarnish the world with their darkness.
From like across the cave, I was just like, does it have to be your hammer?
Yes, it's this hammer, the one blessed by her, Solana herself, forged in the light.
Perhaps, though, if L or Lo or any other version of L names were to go up front first, then the hammer would have a clear, righteous path right to the front.
Among my people, I am known as El Vigor, so that makes perfect sense. I am El Vigor.
Hard to argue with that.
All right, well, I'm scared in the
I
back
will
here.
be
Can
more
you guide me
cautious
with your
in the
light?
I understand you're very afraid, and I will be more cautious in the future, though.
I am very afraid. My
I
old
won't
age.
let their gobs of goo get on my face as I did this time.
All
Solana
right.
would never allow that to happen again.
Oh, good.
Solana
good.
has blessed me.
Good. And I'll look to as he's mumbling about Solana. I'll look back to the front and catch eyes with Elle, and I'll just like raise my eyebrows. I have no idea what's going on. That's the image I give her. I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on, but keep moving. Keep moving.
I will
on.
stealth down the hallway there.
Okay.
Oof.
Down to the south or to the west?
This way.
Yep,
The
your left
west.
shoe's untied.
All right. I will reveal what you see. Just like Calvin earlier, you would have heard like the sounds of more of those infected. And I will describe what you see. You see two more of these. So these are sort of the more lesser infected types. They are pinned against the wall by what appears to be like a spiked swinging log trap that sort of swung about, skewered them, and then wedged itself into the cavern wall. So there are two of them, but they are stuck there.
Is there anything else of note in the room?
Give me investigation or perception.
Well, it'll be perception.
That's so weird, though.
Ooh, 21.
Okay, you find a battered bullseye lantern.
I'm rich.
And effectively, like a little, like the D&D equivalent of like one of those little sandwich bags with the little flap that you fold over, with two large mushrooms in it.
Okay. I'll just leave that stuff. I'll only mess with that stuff. And I'll come back. That room's secure.
Was there anything in it?
There's two things, two mushroom things, but they're pinned against the wall from a trap.
Okay.
Yep.
Do they continue to live?
They're alive.
Then they must be vanquished.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, perhaps we could learn something from them.
Perhaps.
I mean, we
probably
have
go
people
in
who
then.
would be dying, but if you want to go take a look at them.
Who knows how long we have before they free themselves.
Yes, so Solana might want to bring light in a metaphorical way. Reveal dark, lies. That sort of thing.
Exactly. Let's go crush their skulls.
Okay.
All right. El, go with him.
You're not my commander.
I'll tag along.
For all our safety.
I've got to see. I've got to see
You
what
seem
this
to want to negotiate with these creatures of darkness.
goblin killer's up to.
Yeah, you see them. They're pinned against the wall. You can see the spikes like going through their bodies and then out the other side, and then they got stuck in the wall.
A sandwich bag.
Between the two of them, they can't seem to get the log free of the wall. So they're effectively pinned to the wall.
I pick up the sandwich bag and pocket it.
Okay.
Can we examine them and see if we can learn anything about this fungi?
Sure.
I want to try to do that. Especially being like a half and half something. These
Sure,
are half fungi and half human.
Yeah. So before you do that check, do me a favor and roll a d6.
But first, I check for traps. Once
Second trap.
A3.
Okay. So just to make it simple,
Darn it.
these are two very, very rare mushrooms called Mother's Menders.
Oh.
Oh.
So you have two of those.
Sweet.
Do.
Yeah. You know what? I'll pull one out and I go, Vigo, friend, I think this will help you feel better. And hand him one.
I look at it. And it's disgusting. Cave-dwelling, underground growing mushroom.
Oh no,
Doesn't
this one's
even
from the forest
use-
outside, where it gets Solana's sun.
It does not use photosynthesis for its nutrition.
You know way more about biology than I thought. Never mind. I won't try to convince you, and I'll take it
But
back.
I will take
then.
it. I will take it anyway, so that I can crush it in my teeth. I will. I will.
You show
will-
it, friend.
I will chew it up and spit it out, and crush it with my molars in the back of my mouth, so that this gross, dark mushroom. I'll hold on to it for now, though. I don't need it right away.
Oh, okay.
Also, Elo, give me a nature check.
Sweet. Oh. That's all right.
You also notice at the bottom of the baggie are sort of some residue, like spores, kind of from these mushrooms. And you think that if you had a little bit of time and the right materials, you could grow more of these.
Heck yes.
That's at the bottom of the bag.
I am gonna go to Calvin.
Growing mushrooms is not easy, but this would be like if you had the viable option of farming mushrooms, you could use what's in this bag to farm more of these.
Heck yeah.
And they are quite rare, so.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for now. I'll pocket the pouch, so we can move on. We can talk about this later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google how to farm mushrooms so I can figure out how long it takes. But
I think I drill holes in a log. We'll plant the spores in there.
something like that. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
While everybody was looking at the fungus and Vigor's, I don't know what Vigor is exactly doing here. I just want to check out the trap that has impaled these creatures or is restricting the creatures.
Okay.
If I have the time, 1 minute, I'll use my scrutinous talent or feat.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do it from a distance. I'm not obviously going to go close enough where I could be hit by these creatures. So I just want to do it from a distance, but I will look at it. If that's not good enough to scrutinize it, then I may not be able to.
And then scrutiny, that ability just gives you more information about whatever it is you're checking.
Yeah,
out.
actually, I could tell you exactly what it does. So if I'm able to, well, I have +5 to my passive perception and investigation. So if that matters at all in this room, it's pretty high. But when you spend a minute or longer examining an object or find or hidden details, I can ask the GM one question about it. They must answer truthfully.
Okay. And that's one of the great new features of Tales of the Valiant, which is the system we're using here. So I would say that, so you're basically looking at the log trap.
Yeah, and I kind of, my question would be, and is like, if this is their home, they're like, why would they have a trap here? Was this created by some other group to stop them? Like, is this a countermeasure, or is this something that the Myconloids do? I guess that's like multiple questions, but it's kind of like, why would they have a trap in their own place? You know what I mean?
Yeah. From the materials and things like that, you can tell that this was very hastily constructed.
Gotcha.
So you're thinking this might have been an emergency defensive measure.
Oh, so someone from the village, maybe that guy.
Like typically a trap like this, there would be also efforts to conceal it.
Gotcha.
But you don't see anything like that. Like it would be covered with like brush, so it looks like a pile of brush, and then it swings out when you like hit a tripwire or something like that.
Yeah.
This looks literally like it was swung at from the other side of the room, at them. So it looks more like a haphazard, sort of quickly slapped together defensive, like a defensive weapon or rather than a trap.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And they just pinned him to the wall, like they wedged it in there or something. Okay.
It just happened to work really well because not only did it skewer them, but it stuck them to the wall too.
Gotcha. Okay.
It just happened to, like, the spikes were sticking out their backs, and it happened to hit the cracks in the stone of this sort of cavern wall just the right way to get stuck. So it didn't kill these things, but they're effectively stuck there, and they can't move.
Does anybody else want to do anything in this room?
And also, just like went with the ones you fought in the town, these things have been, when they get injured, there's no blood.
I guess. Are you done? Are we done examining these creatures? Have we satiated our curiosity enough?
Make it quick.
Go up and I
Sure.
attack one with my warhammer. Try and
Well, it's stuck in place, so I would say it's an automatic hit, and it's already taken a fair amount of damage from this trap. So with one shot, you just sort of brain it, like splat, and take it out.
I'll kill the other.
Yep,
take out the other one.
one quick strike, is all it really takes, and it basically finishes the creature off.
Are there any like identifying human marks still on them, or anything still like that perhaps?
Yeah, one of them has a little butterfly tattoo on his shoulder.
I make note of that.
And the other one, their clothes are in tatters because these protrusions kind of came out and tore their clothes apart. But you can tell what's left of like the pants that he's wearing. They were fancier clothes.
Okay.
Like
what if it was a Solana tattoo?
It was a butterfly.
What if it was actually a Solana tattoo, though? How would you feel about that?
I would feel terrible. But
butterflies, Solana's holiest symbol.
They would feel good in knowing that they were brought down by one so faithful as myself.
All right. Let's carry
I'm
on.
gonna stealth down the next passageway. 18.
Okay, so I'm gonna open this up a bit. So over here, you can see a passage that's been caved in. It's sealed off. And then this way opens up to, and the map's not super detailed, but this is sort of the outskirts of the underground village. There's like huts, and it looks like small houses that have been sort of patched with more natural materials like vegetation and things like that. After being sort of in disrepair. So there's kind of like a mix of two different kinds of architecture. But there's some houses, some small, actually for you being a kobold, it's about kobold-sized house.
Ooh, I can live here.
So like some of your companions like Calvin and Ello and Elle, especially being so tall, these dwellings wouldn't really work for them. But for you and for Vigor, they would be just fine.
I'll take a moment to look. Is there anything of note, of importance, that strikes out at me?
Let's see.
How about a perception? Ooh, 17.
All right. Okay, so as you're searching this area, I'm actually going to open up a little bit more, so you can see a little bit more. You do see two passageways on the far side of town, one over here and one over here. There's a giant hole in the ground right over here. And a little bit past right where, where I've revealed to you. What I just opened up is like where you can basically travel freely. Just south of right over here, you do hear voices. So that there are somebody's down that way. You're not quite sure who or what they're saying. And then also give me an investigation check.
Oof. A 1.
Okay. You find. Okay, so you're looking through what? Because all these houses look abandoned. There's no people around of any species. And you're looking through, and underneath one of the beds, you find like a little storage box. You open the box, and I would say, the species of this world kind of interact enough where even if you don't know a language, you can kind of recognize some of the characters. Like if you saw something written in Spanish, you would know this looks like Spanish, but you may not know what it says. So you know that the language on the containers, there's these 4 small containers in this box with gnomish lettering on them. And as a traveler, you would actually know what these are. These are sort of the gnomish version of like a Twinkie. So in these little containers is a meal, but it's made, it's sort of made in a way that they effectively last forever. So they're like in these little sealed tin containers, almost like a sardine can, with like a little thing to kind of peel the top off. They look very old. They're covered in dust, but you know that sort of historically and kind of comically, just like with a Twinkie in the real world, like it could survive a nuke. These things last forever. So even though they're very, very old, they're completely probably still edible, and it would basically count as a full meal. And there are 4 of them in the box.
Okay, I'll bring the box back to the group and tell them what I saw, what's down there. I'll hand the box to Ello. And I found this.
Thank you, friend.
Gnomish food. And, yep. And there's voices down there. Shh.
All right. Keep quiet.
Any voices?
And I'll begin sneaking. I'll turn to Calvin and Elle and Vigor. All right. So, do we want to keep on going down in the cave, right?
There's people. There's people in there.
I want to know how many people are in there.
At least 2.
As if there's an option to not continue on and stop this darkness from spreading further. There is voices down there.
Right. What do you do at nighttime, Vigor? It's dark all night.
He shuts his eyes for about
Solana arrives and
8 hours.
yeah.
He refuses to look outside at the moon.
Of course.
The moon. Some say that the moon is just a reflection of Solana's light.
That's crazy
That's
talk.
ridiculous. I'm an astronomer. I know these things. That's totally wrong.
All right. Onward then.
All right. Are we proceeding quietly or loudly?
I'll start moving off down the hall quietly.
Said there was no
Perhaps
one
we'll
up
try
there.
quiet this time. I'll follow him.
Should I roll for stealth?
Yeah.
Sure.
I get disadvantage on stealth.
Sure, let's stealth.
I got a
You and me.
9.
Get my nat 1 out of the way.
I'm gonna come in here and hide behind a
I get
rock.
another
That's
luck
my
point.
snack in.
Vigor, there's a step down here. Oh no. Oh jeez.
It's just all the chance.
Yeah.
And he's just like yelling, like, yeah, and Solana.
So as you approach the southern end of the town, in the least stealthy way ever, you hear a voice call out to you, "Halt, trespassers! Stay away from our domicile." So first I'm going to show you, these are what mushroom folk typically look like. They can come in different shapes depending on like what sort of base, from a mushroom they come from. But what you see in this area over here are 2 mushroom folk that look like this.
Oh my god, that's adorable. Can we keep it?
He's all drippy.
It's got drip, okay.
He's got drip. Well,
As you approach from, you can detect from this hole a really pungent odor.
ooh.
And you see as you come to the other side of the town here, there are 2 mushroom folk sort of guarding this passage right behind them. And they say, "Who goes there? More infected monsters from the surface dwellers above.
No, not
Come
infected.
no closer, or feel the wrath of the mycoloids."
We
Best I
definitely don't
go
want.
first.
We don't want your wrath. We want to help you. In fact, we're here to rescue you.
We don't need rescuing. We need you surface dwellers to go away and take your infected monsters with you.
Were you not
This-
the one infecting people?
Are you the... It is you who is infecting the people of the outside world with your disgusting mushroomness.
What? We don't infect anyone. We don't make spores or anything like that. We just mind our own business.
It seems we're caught up in a classic mix-up here.
What's
All
the
we
name of the
do
thing?
is mind our own business and, prevent invasions from the Underdark,
That is
as
very
we
helpful.
have for generations.
That is very helpful. The people above believe that it is your doing that is creating these creatures. I tell you, the surface dwellers are faring far worse than you are.
Where's Wingnut?
First of all, not all fungi know each other, and we haven't seen Wingnut. We've been waiting for him. He was
So you
taking
know who
over
he is.
a device for our leader, and he never showed. And then our leader went down into the cavern, to the subterranean area, even more subterranean than here. Subterranean to us because it's below us. Without it, and he hasn't come back. Our fearless leader Enoch has not returned, and we fear for his life.
I turn very seriously to Calvin. I say, so we need to check the travel route instead, because the target isn't here. So let's get going.
What do you mean, the travel route?
Well, Wingnut isn't here.
But Wingnut went down further. Correct, Kyle?
Wait, did I miss that?
No, they were talking about the leader of their village, Enoch. He went down below.
Oh, but Wingnut. Oh, Wingnut never
Never
showed up.
arrived.
They don't know where Wingnut is. They haven't seen him.
Yes, perhaps you're right, El. Perhaps
We haven't seen much of anyone since we sealed off the tunnel to the Underdark.
Where is that tunnel? It wouldn't be that pit over there, is it?
No, that leads to the caverns below. It's where all the waste goes. The tunnel to the Underdark is on the east. It's to the east.
Is it all right if we approach? We are not infected and just want to help.
I don't know. You surface dwellers are cagey. How do we know you're not infected?
Look at us. Do we look like we are fun guys?
I hide because I know I look weird.
I'm always wearing a mask so I don't get infected.
As you say, with like the irritation marks and all the like from the poisonous goop, still on your face. Well, just keep your distance.
6 feet, it's fine. Well, 5 feet, just 1 square away.
So we can get a little closer and see and
We've
check
been
out
tasked
what's...
with defending the remaining people of our village. Get too close and you'll feel our wrath.
Where do these paths lead to the east over here?
They both lead to the cavern, to the Underdark. We sealed it off. That was Enoch's first decree when we learned of the infection on the surface. We didn't want any of those creatures to shamble down there and agitate the Underdark dwellers at the other end of the tunnel. They're
Well,
very hostile.
What do you know about the surface creatures?
Well, they're the people from Hogig. They've turned on us.
I can assure you the people above are just as scared of those creatures as you are. They seem to have some sort of affinity for the wolves. Do you know of any connection?
Wolves. The people of Hogig are trappers. They kill wolves for a living. That's all we know about wolves. They don't come down here.
And you're guarding your villagers?
Yes, Enoch had us seal off the northern passage to this. We sort of brought everybody into a more defensible position should more of those monsters come from the surface.
And your leader Enoch is missing.
Yes, He went down to the lower level to try and figure out what happened up to the people of the village. He thought that something might have happened to their water supply.
Could you point us in that direction?
We begged him to wait for the device, but he insisted. He wanted to help the people of the surface.
What exactly does the device do?
It's a water purifier machine.
Oh, I can do that. I have a spell. It's just like a ritual I can cast. Solana's light would come and purify the water.
Perhaps it is not large of an or too large of an area for that.
Are you saying
Perhaps.
Solana isn't up for the task?
All right.
I would never. I would never.
So, Wignut was trying to deliver this to Enoch. Enoch is now down there. Perhaps Enoch can point us to Wignut, so we have to go save Enoch? Is that
No, but
the gist
Wingnut
of
never
it?
showed up. So Wingnut's somewhere else.
Yeah, Wingnut's not here.
We know that Enoch definitely didn't meet up with Wignut.
That's what we've been told. And I do believe it.
I want to turn to the little mushroom guys. What are you willing to offer us to go rescue your leader?
That is an interesting question.
The plot must go on.
Interesting question.
Calvin mumbles to L. Well, I thought we were going to do it for free before you elbow me.
Said, well, we grow very rare mushrooms down here. You can have some. I'm sure they'd be useful on the surface. It's very difficult to grow them there.
Can I do an insight check to see how legit this is?
Sure.
Wait, can I roll medicine? Because I think I would know how good a healing mushroom might be, right?
Sure. If you're trained in medicine, yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the field medic thing. I think.
It's your thing.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Wow.
So, while you don't have a lot of direct knowledge about whatever mushrooms they're referring to, you do know, having been extensively trained in medicine, that even on the surface, there's all different types of applications for different breeds of mushrooms. There are some poisonous ones. There are some psychedelic ones, which are a lot of fun. But there are a lot of mushrooms that even grow on the surface that have all kinds of both healing and sort of advantageous side effects if you eat them. You don't know a lot about subterranean vegetation, but they're certainly, because on the surface they're incredibly rare, just like the mushroom folk told you. But they're more than likely telling the truth. And they might have some interesting samples that you've never come across before.
All right. This is acceptable. For now.
You have any of those healing mushrooms to spare right now? I'm a little bit hurt. If there's anything you could do to help me out just a little bit.
Please.
We don't have many to spare, and if those creatures are still on the surface without our leader, we need to hold on to what we have in case there's a massive attack from the surface.
Come on, just a little taste. Let me get a little taste.
We don't have to worry about the Underdark. We sealed the cave, but there's still the surface that we have to worry about.
So,
we've been tasked with defending our city, our people, until Enoch returns.
Please,
and we take that very seriously.
I just want to understand something about your culture here. Mike and Oates.
Oh no.
You are mushrooms.
Yes.
You grow mushrooms.
Yes.
And you eat those mushrooms to heal
No, we
yourself.
don't eat them. That would be weird.
Oh, what do you do with the mushrooms to heal yourselves?
Well, we make medicines out of them, and
So you crush other mushrooms
Yes.
into healings? Okay, no.
They're just regular mushrooms. They're just plants. We're plant people. It's the same but different.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand. Okay. Just making
Don't
sure.
you eat every single animal that's on the surface if you have the chance?
Well, not humans.
Not other humanoids.
Not other humanoids. Well, this is all fascinating. I could write a whole book full of what we've learned, but we must be going. And he really could use some healing.
If
Please.
you want the job done and done well, he needs to be in peak condition. He's our healer.
Ba, ba, ba.
Please, may we have some more?
Yeah, until the thread is gone, they're not willing
Okay.
to part with anything.
Okay.
They will tell you that down below there is a river. So if you're going to go down there, you may want to acquire something that will help you traverse that river. Either make it or acquire it.
Okay.
But as far as supplies or anything, they really don't have anything to offer.
All right. Well, we'll just have to make do. You up to this task, Vigor?
Yes, yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go spread Solana's light to these dwellers of the dark.
All right. So point us to the direction you last left your leader.
Oh, he went down below through the hole, the smelly hole.
Oh,
Oh,
he
go
went
down
that
there?
way.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Those
Oh, I don't
passages
know.
over there lead to the collapsed cave to the Underdark. That's that the smelly hole is where Enoch went.
Oh boy.
ah.
You know,
El,
we
what were
don't
you
have-
saying? We don't have to, right?
No,
Yeah,
no, we
you
could
said-
just turn around.
Yeah, you said we should probably check the pathways where
Yeah, we should check like the travel. route.
Wingnut might be.
Yeah. I don't think this is worth a few mushrooms.
We will be back. We will be back. I agree. I think it's maybe... I thought they were going down like one of the right tunnels. I thought that was going to be one of those. But going down that refuse pit with all the bad smells, it's probably really dangerous down there. I think we probably are best maybe going back to the town, seeing if there's any new developments. And I mean, the town is kind of scary and it's kind of like a ghost town, but like maybe we just scout a little more, and if Wingnut never came there, maybe there's more leads up there. I don't know.
Or in the chaos, Wingnut went and found the leader.
Maybe
Oh,
Kate.
you think without anybody knowing? Like he just kind of went and soloed himself?
He might have wanted to wing it.
I would like to go in the smelly hole.
Lead the way, yep.
Well, what do you want to do? You
Like
got...
for me, Elle does not want to go down the stinky hole. I, Estelle, want to explore and see everything.
I like
mean-
sticky holes.
Where I grew up, we all just go to the bathroom in the water and swim around in it, so it's nothing
Yeah.
for me.
I'm
I'm
okay.
half fish. I mean, it's what we do.
I'm okay going down there if you guys want to go down there, but I also could see reason to go back up to the top for a little bit.
Yeah, but anytime we're wasting time is when infections are getting worse, and it could be possibly spreading.
I'll start
Or
climbing
worse.
I
down.
What's up,
whisper,
eating everyone
we
in the
still
town,
don't
right?
know that some of the fungi aren't somehow involved.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna send
They could be trying to
Beetlejuice.
trick us into going down that stinky hole, and that's where we get infected.
It's another good point.
I'm gonna send Beetlejuice back up to the surface and want him to, for like half an hour, like circle around up top, like look, see what the wolves are. The wolf thing is really, I don't know, maybe I'm like perseverating on this small detail, but I feel like the wolves are real sketch. I don't know. I feel like there's something going on. The way they greeted us that first moment where they were gonna like attack us, and then didn't, and then they were like
Dragging it.
watching us. It bothers me. It's like it feels like they know something. Maybe they're not wolves. I have no idea, but I want him to go up there and circle around, look for the wolves, look for the myconoids that are, or sorry, the spore people that have been attacking, and just see if there's any new developments. Obviously, he can't speak to people, but I tell him to go and circle for half an hour and then come back down here and find us.
Sure. So Beetlejuice goes back up to the surface, comes out of the cave, heads back to the town, and he actually sees a bit of a scene there. A couple of the townsfolk are outside the front of the longhouse, and 4 wolves attack the longhouse. And you see them defending themselves as best they can. The one girl, and whose name I can't remember, not Rebecca with a Y, the girl that was in the house. Where's her name?
Oh, I had her name written down.
Hylia.
Hylia.
Elle had given her Elle shortbow. So she actually takes out a wolf with one shot.
Sweet.
But like she closes her eyes when she, like, it was a lucky thing. Like she was totally afraid, but she nails it. The arrow goes right into the wolf's eye and drops it. The other 3 are coming towards the longhouse when, from the general store, a man and a woman. The man's got a long spear, and the woman's got like a buckler, like a smaller shield, and a battle axe. Come out and take down the other 3 wolves. And
They're alive.
And the girl Hylia like gives them both like a huge hug, and Beetlejuice doesn't want to get too close because he doesn't want to spook them, but he does. And from through, because it's your familiar, you can kind of get some feedback from what he hears. They notice that after they take down the wolves, the guy that was Merriwick, the guy that was in the longhouse, has disappeared. Everybody's like, "What happened to Merriwick? Where's Merriwick?" And he appears to not be around anymore. And a couple of the spore infected humanoids kind of start shambling towards the longhouse, probably alerted by all the noise from the wolves and the fighting and everything. So everybody goes into the longhouse and barricades themselves back in.
And I end the warg with my creature.
Sure.
And I say, "Oh, they're under attack. It was the wolves, I tell you. The wolves."
I bet that Merrick guy going missing is probably no problem.
Perhaps that Merrick guy had something to do with it. These wolves have me second-guessing everything. I'm stroking
Let's
my
go
beard.
save that.
Then we should kill all the wolves.
Yes, perhaps it's best to help the people at the longhouse. They're going to be under assault by the I bite my tongue and I look at the guards over there. By the creatures.
I'll start writing that way.
All right. Yeah.
I think we head back. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, we sprint
Yeah.
back.
Good luck with everything here. We'll probably be back later.
If you see Wingnut, tell him to come to the surface and speak to the people of the longhouse. Do you understand?
Sure. After he delivers the purifier, we'll tell him to go to the longhouse.
No. To us first. This is imperative.
Wingnut's never met us.
He will know. He will know who we are.
What if Wingnut is behind the wolves?
Oh, God. and this at this point, Calvin's not a detective here. He's like Charlie Day and all the wires behind him, all the lines crossing. He's like, "Oh, too much. Can't think. Hurry." We'll head back.
Head back to town.
Yes, you guys head back to the longhouse. They recognize you guys, so they'll open the doors. Hylia thanks you, Elle, for the bow. She said, "Oh, I actually hit something. It's actually pretty awesome. I didn't really know what I was doing, but."
I just put my hand on her shoulder, and the other hand, I'm just like thumbs up, like.
And then, like, while she's saying that, the woman that had the axe and the buckler, you can tell, she's older, but there's definitely a resemblance between the two. And she puts a hand on Hylia's shoulders and she says, "That's because my girl is a chip off the old block. I am Callie, and that's my husband Stu. We run the general store, and we're sort of the deputies too, I guess. Not that that's really needed around here.
We always knew you were alive.
Hylia told us that you helped her, and we're eternally thankful for helping our little girl. Unfortunately, Jarek and Jurek, and they kind of part, and you see like a couple of the villagers are carrying Jurek's body out of the longhouse, and you see his head's been cut off. He almost broke out of his bonds. The infection took him over. We had no other choice. And Hylia is just like despondent, and starts crying, and the other villagers, they look tired, and they said the wolves started howling, and it was attracting the Spore people, our friends, our fellow townspeople. But we fought them off. But Merriwick has disappeared. He was in the longhouse when the wolves attacked, but when we came back inside, he was gone.
Can I see if I could look for tracks or anything?
Sure.
Well, while she's doing that, did he have any office or his own house that we could try to investigate?
Good idea.
He's got a small hut by the river in the woods.
Do I roll perception?
Fun.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Okay, make the check. I would say survival.
Survival, okay.
Tracks.
He lived in the old haunted cottage
17.
by the mill.
17. You don't see any signs that anybody left the longhouse and went off in any direction. Nothing around any of the windows. Nothing behind. You kind of do a 360. You kind of go around to see if there's any traces of anybody leaving, but you don't see anything.
No weird sort of extra green patches anywhere?
Nope.
Oh
Nope.
yeah, those flowers. Oh.
Which none of the rest of us saw. I'm still upset about.
Oh yeah, shoot. Did I ever tell you? No. Yip and I saw some weird stuff. We want to be wary going into this longhouse. There might be some sort of druid or something. Plants were growing beneath the door. All right.
Well, Merriwick always had an interesting connection to the land.
You don't say.
He would help us with healing and
What's his last name by any chance? Did he have a
How long has he
surname?
been around for?
well, Callie says, my family's 3 generations, and he's, I've known him since I was a child. We're around the same age.
Is it L? Oh wait. No, wait.
Did he have
a
a
druid?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if you would call him a druid per se. He doesn't he eats meat and doesn't really. He just sort of had an affinity for the land. Really, he was more holistic, I think.
Was he a dog person or a cat person?
Does he
Yeah,
like growing mushrooms?
Did he have a surname like Wolfson or
No, he was
Lupus.
he was primarily a fisherman, but he would go on on excursions to hunt and trap with other people in the village. He's never really shown any particular love or hate for the animal life. Much like the rest of us, we're hunters by trade, so we respect the creatures of the woods, but they are food and sort of opportunities for trade. So he never voiced any aversion to that.
Does he have any places that he likes to go to?
He keeps to himself. He just fishes by his home. He's got a little dock that he'll sit on and fish from the river.
It's across from the cemetery and the Black Cat Orphanage.
No, just a quiet little spot.
maybe.
I'd be.
Yeah, go ahead, Nate.
I would be interested in checking it out.
Let's go to his home. Yep.
Okay. The townsfolk will or give you directions on how to get there. And after I'd say about 25, 30-minute hike, you see a very basic, simple hut on the side of the river with a small sort of handmade makeshift little dock. Some fishing equipment sitting outside the hut. And from the outside looks exactly as described, nothing odd.
Nobody's there, I assume.
No.
Beyond the
I'll creep up to the door and look inside.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
What time of day is it?
It's after sundown. It's nighttime.
20.
I'll let Beetlejuice go and hang out in the trees around the house and be a lookout.
Okay. So you kind of slowly. There's no lock on the door or anything. It's about as basic a domicile as you can get. There's a small bed, sort of rustically made, but looks fairly comfortable. A little sort of kitchen area for preparing food, a fireplace. With a 20, I would say something catches your eye in the fireplace.
Ooh.
On the ground under where like the kindling would go, and it's some scraps of burnt paper.
Ooh.
And they appear to be like fragments of letters.
Ooh.
They are this is definitely some kind of language, but it is unbelievably foreign to you. Like there's no way to even discern what these letters are. They're not even characters that you recognize.
I'll go grab them and I'll bring them out to Calvin.
In a way
those words on paper. Calvin knows.
I found these inside there. Yep.
Oh,
Calvin, give me a history check.
a wonderful job. Excellent work. I am so pleased. You said history, right?
Yes.
Solana guide you.
Did you say I have advantage or disadvantage? What did you said something? Did I miss?
Oh yeah, 13's good.
Okay, 13.
You don't know what this says, but you do know, not much is known about this language, but you know enough to know what language it is. And it does not. It's not a positive discovery. These messages are written in a language called void speech.
Void speech. He'll just mumble the words.
And you know that is basically a lost language used by individuals that are commonly referred to as void touched.
Oh.
The void is widely understood and considered to be like an element, like earth or water, and it's like nothingness, and it's referred to mostly as like the negative space between planes, between universes. It's like inverted energy, almost like antimatter. That's sort of the scientific understanding of what the void is. However, there are individuals that have interacted with this negative energy and have sort of become bonded to this void dimension, void element, whatever you want to call it.
What will we call these people?
And it typically gives them strange abilities, but also can drive them insane. And makes them sort of fanatical for this energy to the point where they want it on the material plane, which would mean the destruction of everything. It's very rare to interact with a void touched. They're typically in secret. There are void cults that operate in the world, trying to bring about the unleashing of this energy. Some fanatics feel that it's sentient. Some just feel it's a natural force.
Mm-hmm.
There's all different theories,
interpretations,
because
of it.
It's so dangerous and it's so difficult to interact with without it affecting you, that research is very, very sparse.
So I just want to get the terminology here. So it's void speech,
yeah,
the
that's
void,
the language.
void speech, the void, and the people are called void touched.
Yes. And like the master linguists for generations have tried to decipher this language and have been completely unsuccessful.
So I'm assuming comprehend I don't have it prepared, but I was thinking maybe we can take it back to the longhouse and I could prepare comprehend languages. That would not work because I'm sure somebody's tried that.
Oh yeah, arcanists have tried that before, and it bypasses all forms of logic or cohesion. The void is like the absence of existence. So this language, even though it's a language, it's like the absence of language. So even through mystical or arcane augmentations, like no one's been able to decipher the characters or the way yet. True.
Okay. All right. So here's what Calvin will do. When he reads this and looks at it and realizes what it could possibly be, he'll mumble out, like I said, void speech. It's like it comes out, blurts out. And maybe that leaves you all more confused. But he says, I should have known. I should have known. He like smacks his forehead.
Right.
So do we just like see you like stare intently at this paper and like for like a minute straight, and then he's just like, should have known.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. Yep. Yes. He's like pulling his beard hair. He's like, oh. He starts to pace. This is not good.
What is it?
Oh. I don't know how to even start to explain this, but here I go. Have any of you ever heard of the void? And I don't know if they have.
I would say like casually, like everybody kind of knows the concept.
Right. Okay.
Depending on how well educated you are, you would know a little bit more or a little bit less. There's a lot of anecdotal feelings about it. It's one of those things. It's just as much sort of mystical and scientific and and that sort of thing. So,
Antithesis of Solana's light.
Yes, we're gonna need a lot of her light soon.
I would say, Vigor, like your organization would be familiar with the concept of a void cult. Fanatics, dangerous, destructive.
That makes sense.
Nefarious. Like they never want good things.
You know it more from the cult side, I'm sure, because you're religious. It's like the antithesis to your religion.
Yeah.
Whereas
totally, I'm not in a cult. What are you saying?
Oh no, I would never expect that. But I can tell you something. The void, we all know it. But I'm sure none of us have really truly studied it. I remember reading a bit of it in university, but there are people called void touched. Very rare. Someone who can perhaps try to bring the negative energy of the void to our plane. If that were to happen, it would be the crossing of the streams. Everything would be inverted. It could be the end of existence as we know it. The omens. The creatures all wanting to depart. It's the void touched. But what I'm confused is why Merriweather, what's his name again?
Merriwick?
Merriwick. Why would he have these papers? Could he be a void touched? We haven't seen any strange coincidences today, have we? Like the whole day has been filled with them, but
Right. Lots of people have been taking my blood and disappearing off this plane. That seems odd.
Vigor keeps getting down. That has to be something to do with this.
I've never been knocked out as much as that.
And what about you, Yip? Anything odd today?
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
Everything's odd. I don't like this.
Yeah. Sends a chill right down my spine. We need to talk to Merriwick.
Let's find him.
Yes, indeed. Before they leave, Elo, make sure to find Merriwick's fishing poles and break them over his leg.
Wow.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So you guys are gonna head back to town?
I think so. Unless there's any other things we notice about the
I mean,
outside of the house.
Do we just like toss the entire place?
Yeah, I mean, you can search the hut. There's no secret passages. There's no hidden anything.
Is there any
really.
money?
It's really rustic, sort of household. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I feel like Yip did a good job with the search,
Yeah.
so I feel like I would trust him.
No hidden compartments or that sort of thing. Gateways to a hell dimension or anything like that. No runes. No nothing.
All right, let's head.
So, you guys
Want to head back?
to the village.
We're taking the papers with whatever is we can salvage. We're taking it with me. I'm putting it in my bag.
Once you get to town, what would you like to do?
Is there any of the creatures around? Is it safe?
Every now and again, off in the distance, you'll see one kind of shambling around. You've interacted with them now enough to know that like their sensory perception is very limited.
Mm-hmm.
They're very much instinctual right now. Once the infection takes over, so you have to get pretty close before they even know you're there. So if you see one from a distance, they're pretty easy to avoid. You see a couple that are inside a house. There's a couple shambling around, but you don't see any traces of an impending attack or anything like that. And they're pretty easy to keep far enough away that they don't see you coming.
Are there any wolves?
You don't see any traces of the wolves either.
Look, not to get all mushy, but perhaps we just go save that poor fella Elo. Enoch, sorry, I got excited.
Yeah.
And maybe he can tell us more about his fungi relations. I know they're not all the same, but perhaps they, you might know a little bit about your cousin or something,
Do you want to go into the smelly hole?
I'd,
Yes.
Wait, hold on. They said the leader was going to go down there for the water source for this town.
Yes. Yep.
There's a well.
Oh, well.
We can go down that.
I say that's a good idea.
Hopefully it doesn't smell as much.
Is this the back door to the same place?
Yeah, can
I'll go down.
Oh,
and
that
look.
was a great idea.
Like with this, like if the one inside the, in the cavern, right?
Oh,
If
you're
it
talking
goes
about
down
this over here?
to the dirty hole. If it goes
No,
down
that's
to the water source.
that's the town well. It's too small for anyone to. It's like well, I guess like Yip could probably squeeze down there, but it's not in the same area as the smelly hole.
So like it's just like if it was like the surface, right? The well hole does not go to the same place as the
No.
smelly hole. Okay. So that's just getting groundwater, and the
Yep.
one in the cavern goes to like an underground lake or something, or a river.
An underground river. Yeah.
Maybe they
Okay.
are part of the same watershed. And,
That's possible, yeah.
We don't know until we go down.
It may be
Okay.
a watershed moment.
All right.
Well, hold on. Can we still, before we go save Enoch, can we get back to the longhouse first? I don't want to, and I'll say this to you all in character as we're going through the streets quietly, whispering this, but like, when we get back to the longhouse, I want to discuss this with them, but in a way that doesn't give ourselves away. I want to question them, see if they know anything about Merowic's whereabouts, his behavior, actions over the last few months.
Perhaps Vigor and I could stand watch outside then.
Do you want to play good cop, bad cop? Good orc, bad orc?
If you think that's best, Elo, then maybe perhaps we can.
Oh no, I was suggesting Vigor and I give eyebrows to Calvin, stay outside where maybe the less charismatic but stronger folk can protect the longhouse. In the more charismatic, and I nod towards him.
Great idea. I catch on.
Go inside and question.
Vigor, are you up for the task of being the protector of the group?
I will bring Solana's light to protect us all.
Good man. Good man. All right, so then we'll go to the longhouse, and Vigor and Elo will stay outside.
Okay.
All right, good.
You know, they let you back in the longhouse without an issue. They know you guys now, and they appreciate, you know, the help that you're giving and things like that. So they let you right in.
Well, El and Yip and I, we searched the house thoroughly. Yip didn't leave a stone unturned, and it seems, just like you said, common dwelling. But tell me, how well do you know Merowick?
Merowick has lived here his whole life. He likes to keep to himself, but he's one of us, just like everyone else.
When the attacks came, how did he respond? Was he right there in the thick of the action? Did he urge everyone to get to safety? What was his...
Safety was his primary concern, fortifying the longhouse, getting everybody inside. He's not much of a fighter. So he focused on just making sure everyone was safe, and making, you know, he knows he's a bit more of a frontiersman. So he had the idea of boiling the water before we drank it, in case whatever this was in the water supply.
Right, wanting to avoid any sort of danger.
Yes. And he was instrumental in our survival, especially when we were scattered, when we had to start looking in the abandoned houses for provisions as the days grew longer, and what we had here in the longhouse started to dwindle. He was organized and kept us positive and kept us hopeful.
He was a leader?
Yes. You know, obviously, Callie and Stu are leaders here in the town as well. The mayor is one of the first to succumb to the disease or the infection. So he wasn't around. So they took up leadership roles as well. They're more action oriented, so they were able to protect on the supply runs and things like that. But as time went on, there was less and less supplies for us to find. And so we were getting hope was dwindling, but now that you're here, we have new hope.
Who was your main contact? Who was the main person to be in contact with the mushroom people?
That would be Enoch.
Right.
But Enoch is a myconoid.
Yes, he's their leader.
Who did Enoch hang out with?
He really only came to town for business. Every now and again, if we would have some sort of a function, he might stop by just to sort of a token visit. You know, he's not really used to the surface.
Never for
it's
pleasure.
Not as comfortable for him. You know, our social interactions are very different than theirs, so he was a bit uncomfortable. So he kept the socialization to a minimum. But
What about
Um,
Merriwick? Do they consort?
I'm sure they've interacted a few times over the years. Enoch was a regular visitor, so I'm sure they had met each other.
Has
Do you have
Merriwick ever
any-
acted strange?
Calvin, give me an insight check.
Ho ho ho. Come on, big money.
With a 10.
I mean, I'm right there. Can I do an insight check too?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope your insight's
I'm
good.
so good at this.
You're not quite sure, Calvin, but Dafid, the guy that was with Hylia and Jurek, is acting very nervous, very twitchy, perspiring a little bit.
Hylia?
No, Dafid. He was the other guy that was with
Oh yes,
Hylia.
Dafid, yeah.
Jurek was the guy that was sick, and Dafid is like his best friend, and so was sort of with them in the house together.
I'll note that, but I won't say anything in this moment. I just wait on the response to the question. Has he acted strange?
Not that we could tell.
All of you? You have seen him over the last few weeks and months? I look even towards Dafid.
Everybody's answers are pretty similar.
And you, Dafid?
I mean, he lives on his own, so he was always a little bit, reclusive. But he's the same guy, and he has trouble making eye contact with you.
How are we all feeling right now? We feel like we are safe from the infection? No one feels clammy, feverish, perspiring?
Everybody says they're feeling okay. I mean, they're hungry, they're tired, but no one seems to be. Callie even says we've been keeping eyes on each other to make sure no signs of the infection pop up, and we haven't noticed it.
That guy we freed earlier, did he make it here?
Oh yeah, he's there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god. The guy in the cave. Oh my god.
Prime suspect.
Really
So
good.
he was in
thing
pretty
that
bad
they
shape.
left us out
We're all happy he made it. We're sorry to hear about his brother and his wife, but to be honest, the way they passed was probably better than some of the folks that are still shambling around outside.
And
I'm sure
terrible,
he's taking that to
terrible fate.
heart.
what are Vigor and Elo seeing outside?
It's pretty calm outside. You see the occasional shambling spore infected person, but they don't really seem to be paying you any attention. They just kind of move around very slowly, and they're far enough away that they don't really pay you any mind. No sign of the wolves.
I'm gonna open the door and
Beetlejuice from up high doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. It's
I'm gonna
eerily
open the
quiet.
door. I'm gonna open the door and say, Vigor, I need your expertise.
Yeah, well, it's a really good idea that they left us out here. I mean, those weaklings inside really needed some good protection from us. And oh, I'm sorry, what?
We need your expertise.
Kind of expert. Of course. My expertise. Solana. Can I? I'd be happy to come in and offer you the strength and guidance of Solana. We can.
I know it's dark outside right now, but there were wolves here before. We killed a few of them. Is it possible that, or they killed a few of them, is it possible that the wolf threat is gone, that now you can leave the town? I say this kind of to the room.
Well, there's some rumbling, and Callie says, "Well, this is our home. We're not leaving.
So you want to die here?
As soon as we figure out how to protect ourselves from the infection, we're gonna do the right thing by our former townsfolk, and we're gonna rebuild."
I
Tell
don't
us
mean
what you know
leaving
about-
permanently, but perhaps just... And Vigor, you back me up here. Not leaving permanently, just for the meantime.
When you say that, Calvin, Dafid actually kind of speaks up. He says, "Hey, maybe getting out of here is not a bad idea. I mean, let the professionals do what they got to do. I'm sure we can find some way to compensate them. I mean, we're not rich or anything, but it's certainly a lot. It's still going to be dangerous, even when we figure out how to stay healthy. These things are pretty tough. I don't know. Maybe we should leave it up to the professionals and get to safety."
We're gonna head into the caverns to find Enoch. Perhaps it's best if you all stay here for the night. If we uncover anything, we'll be in touch. But in the morning, the coast is clear. I think you should leave.
Yeah, most of the townsfolk are reluctant, but Dafid kind of is like, "Yeah, this is like a plague. We should probably get out of here. I mean, and so he's like sort of the voice of that side of the reasoning, while other people are sort of advocating for staying, and so they're going to have that sort of discussion amongst themselves."
All right. You guys want to go down to the caves?
Yeah.
Might as well. Let's go.
I don't want to.
Wait. Before leaving the long, because this is a general store, right?
No, there is.
Well, you're in the longhouse, but the general store is there. It's right up the street. So
Okay, I want to stop by there and see if there's like any like nice smelling things and soap.
okay.
'Cause we're gonna need this
Let's see
afterwards.
what we
Some
got.
Purell.
There is a section here for
Ooh, potions.
roll me a d20.
G20. Ooh. Six.
Okay, you find a giant wolf pelt, like really not a giant wolf, a really big wolf pelt. There's I mean they've had to scrounge and scavenge for provisions, so there's no rations, there's no anything like that. There is you find a vial of alchemist fire,
Okay.
and a small woolen pouch. You open it up and kind of smell, and there are 4 doses of dried wolf's bane, which is right.
What does that do? It's like wolf repellent.
I guess we're saving its like anthropy.
That's really all that's left. There's nothing that can be used as a weapon or really much in the way of supplies. It's they've kind of, the villagers themselves kind of picked it clean already, but that's what you're able to scavenge.
Like I was like looking at the wolfsman like there are wolves in town acting strange. Is there a werewolf here? Calvin, is there a werewolf here? How big is the moon?
I was reading a book, but I'll immediately throw out whatever the scientific consensus is on the size of the moon.
It's I mean, for all intents and purposes, normal. The
Like,
full
is it
moon was
full?
last week.
Okay.
Gibbous waning.
You asked for the size of the moon, though, right?
I don't think Elle understands the difference.
Yeah, it's normal size.
Well, he says 3,474 kilometers, of course. Why? Not exactly understanding that you want.
Vigor, how big is the moon right now?
To
I
give
already
us
told
waning.
them.
Thank you.
I told you already. It's about 2,159 miles.
No,
You're-
it's
you're
a
not- you're not-
gibbous waning moon.
You're not-
Oh,
you're
the
not giving me the
phases
answer
of the
I need.
moon. The
Yeah,
phases, yes.
phase. It's important
So
so that
the-
we know
the
how much
moon
of
is-
Solana's light is reflected off of it.
That's preposterous.
Okay. Let's
All
just
right.
go jump down that hole.
Let's just do it.
Yep, you go first. I believe in you.
Do they have any like water skins that are empty?
Pretty much all their water skins are empty.
I'm gonna grab a couple, like blow them up with air and like tie them off so they're like
Ooh.
balloons, and like wrap them around my arms like little kitty water waders.
Okay.
And be like, I'm ready. Let's go.
Just
That's clever.
can I put my arm on Yip's chest and say, I mean, I literally am part fish. I can go into the water.
But now I am too.
All right.
He's
So,
got you there.
I can make you guys some.
Okay.
She's no interest, so he starts walking off.
Yeah.
go.
Alright.
So you guys make your way back to the cavern. You get back to the mushroom folk town, and you get there at the conclusion of a battle
Oh.
between the two mushroom folk guards and this little winged monster. And you kind of get there just as they're hitting it with sort of some killing blows with their little hook spear things. And sort of as you approach, this is bad. This is bad. This came from the Underdark. That means the cavern isn't fully sealed.
Great. I'm gonna go over to wherever it came from.
Yeah, the cavern to the Underdark is, you could take either path, it loops around, but it's the caverns to the east lead to the Underdark passage. So I will open up this area of the map here for you. Okay, so that leads to another sort of chamber. Here, let me describe it to you. This is a large open cavern. To the north is a sort of a worked passageway filled with rubble, except for like a little sort of 1 foot by 1.5 foot space where like it looks like some rocks were pushed out from the other side, because you know there's some loose rocks at the bottom. So there's like a small hole in this sort of caved in cavern to the north. The rest of the cavern is, you know, generic underground cavern type space.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and try and begin to fill the hole.
I'm gonna
So
try to crawl through.
as you approach, you hear a voice from the other side that says, you there, are you sentient? And you hear
Aye.
little gyroscopic little noises, and you kind of look down in the hole and you see a single eye looking back at you.
And who might you be?
Well, for my own preservation, I have to ascertain whether you're sentient or your body's been taken over by some sort of fungal disease.
It's a capture device. It wants
Really,
you to
that's
check
between
mark
me
that
and my
says,
doctor. But no,
Are you a mushroom? Check this
I'm
box.
not a mushroom person.
I've had a bit of a setback, and I'm looking to be rescued. But I fear
Sure.
I can only be rescued by something sentient.
We have
Are
lots
you
of
a
sentient-
rampaging, instinctive spore creature, or some sort of Underdarkian demon monster, like that other winged thing?
Nope. Oh,
What
we've
weird
got a
thing.
bunch of other sentient creatures out here willing to save you if you would but tell me your name.
Oh, sentient, splendid. My name is Wingnut. delivery service for Kaylana the Shaper.
Yes.
And I appear to be trapped.
Kaylana.
I would go the other way, but that leads to the Underdark, which is a horrible place.
How did
Indeed, yes. Any way we could perhaps unblock this area?
Yeah, we gotta dig him out.
Yes, that would be fortunate for me. I would assist, but I have no hands.
All right.
Start digging.
So you guys can spend some time clearing out some rubble.
I have a shovel.
And
I have a
eventually,
pickaxe.
I have a hammer.
Somebody comes out.
Oh, sounds like you guys got it covered.
Nah, but I can't reach the high rocks. You gotta help
Here,
me.
I'll lift you.
All right. So
Oh
this
my
guy
God.
comes
He's way
flying
creepier
out
than I thought it was gonna be.
through the opening.
He looks like one of those things from that 80s cartoon.
I don't like it.
Silverhawks.
Yeah, he kind of looks like they're playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I wish it was a digital eye. The real eye really gets me.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's a frontier builder, not a. doesn't
Wait,
have
she
the
doesn't
raw
have
materials
an
and
extra
everything.
eyeball lying around or something?
So he comes kind of flying out of the opening. Greetings and thanks. I can now complete my delivery. I would offer you a reward, but all I have is the object I am tasked with delivering, and I can only give that to the individual who ordered it. Perhaps my partner Kailana could pay you, but she's more of the money person.
Well, Lana's actually why we're
Okay.
here. She sent us to find you.
Oh, that is fortuitous. If I was capable of emotions, I would be flattered by her efforts to rescue me.
See, the problem is you went missing. You were supposed to
Yes.
deliver something a long time ago.
I must bear the blame for that. I arrived shortly after some of those spore creatures were attacking the mushroom folk. They were concerned that the spore creatures would go into the Underdark and cause some of the denizens of that place to come to the surface. I had noted with my increased visual spectrum that the stones they were seeking to blow up to cave in the cavern had runes on them, which was binding a small demon, which they then released. It was a small winged thing, very, very nasty. It did trap it in the passage, but it eventually dug its way out. It unfortunately did not dig a hole big enough for me. You best be careful. It's quite unruly and can turn invisible.
The creature that was just in there? The one that
Yes, a
went
little
back
winged
to...
monster from the lower planes.
It's dead, I believe.
That's probably for the best. If you don't mind, I must complete my delivery. Thank you again. You should see Kailana the Shaper for a reward. And
I
he
look to
starts
everybody
flying.
else and I say, I guess we did find Wingnut, but there's greater troubling ties here to the omens.
Well, Wingnut is going to try to deliver the item,
Right.
but don't we still need to deliver Wingnut to our client?
Yeah, although I think Wingnut could probably find his way back home, but you're traveling to Enoch, correct? That's whom you are to drop this device off to?
Ideally, I would return it to him, as he is the one who ordered the filtration device.
We're going to
Based
see
on
him
the
now.
dangerous atmosphere, I think it best to give the device to any of the mushroom folk I can find, and then return to Kailana.
All right.
And he sort of putters off and goes towards the mushroom folk village.
So we don't need to rescue Enoch.
Well-
and he sort of flies over to the guards, and then like a little door opens out of the bottom of Wingnut, and these little spindly little mandible arms come out, and then from inside of him, and it's way too much stuff. Like all these parts, these little spindly arms are removing all of these pieces of machinery and kind of rapidly like constructing a device. And then it pulls a little ripcord and it just sort of putter. And he explains to the mushroom folk, this will purify any water source. Obviously, the larger the water source, the longer it will take, but it creates a self-replicating area to maintain a purified space of water over time.
What do they say?
The two little mushroom guys are like, okay, great. But the water's down the hole. And Wingnut says, I was tasked with delivering the device, not implementing it for its intended use. Here is the instruction manual. And a little arm pops out with a little booklet and places it on top of the machine.
All right. So mission accomplished, am I right?
I believe we have more to do here, Elo.
Indeed. All right. So Enoch it is then.
I think we need to bring this device down there to the river to purify the water and hopefully find Enoch in the process. Perhaps more answers will be uncovered this way, but it may be dangerous. It may be treacherous.
I look to the whole group.
Yeah, I'm game.
Are you going to continue with that, or?
I'm just making sure that we're all here. The same purpose. To save the world as we know it.
Well, they already offered us rare mushrooms.
We found the robot thing. Shouldn't we just go back to Kaylana and get our reward?
It's more
Maybe.
to life than rewards and gold and fame and...
Right.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
there's some
And what then? What then will we do? Well, why not have a little more adventure, I guess?
I suppose
to
these
save.
Underdark dwellers do need to feel the light of Solana.
That's it. That's the Vigor that I've come to know and love. Let's go.
Oh,
I just want to crawl down the dirty hole.
That's my yip.
He jumps in the air. Yep.
All right, down
so
the hole we go.
The hole does have sort of hand rails sort of built into the side
Oh, that's convenient.
It's like a sewer.
that you can use to climb down.
Yeah, like a sewer tunnel, right? Yeah.
The lower you go, the worse it smells.
You mean the better.
Okay. Okay. So let me open up some more of the map here so you can see what's down below. Okay. Heaps of rotting flesh commingle with moldy waste in this vast chamber. The stench of decay is accompanied by the rushing sound of a dark river running through. Mounds of decaying animal corpses mixed with plant waste blanket the floor. This is clearly where waste is dumped. And it has been for eons. There, because the mushroom folk don't really eat meat. So anything down here has been rotting for a really long time. And of course there's the, whatever comes out of mushroom folk after they eat has to go somewhere. And this is kind of where it goes. The water itself has like a filmy sort of layer on top, but the current of the river is pretty strong. Elo has a swim speed, so he would be able to navigate the water. The current goes east to west, but even him with his swim speed would have difficulty going in an eastern direction because the current's pretty strong.
All right, want me to get in and see what I can do, or we?
Only if you feel
yeah.
confident in your abilities.
No, and I hop in.
Okay. When you hop in the water, you notice one thing. right away. That sort of layer of grime and algae and kind of gross stuff is not, once you kind of get through it, the river underneath is pretty good. It's the water quality is pretty good. It's clearly like a freshwater supply. So once you get the top layer that's got contaminants from the air and the environment out of the water, inside the water is pretty clean. You don't see any fish or any plant life. At the bottom of the riverbed, there are some wild mushrooms kind of growing, but that's really the only vegetation that you notice. And also, the minute you kind of go into the water, you can't smell the cavern anymore. So there's even like a sense of relief.
Yeah.
So much so that you know that if you spend too much time in this cavern, the stench is going to start to make you sick. It's that potent. It's that pungent. And it's that contaminated.
Can I pick one of these mushrooms off the bottom of the river?
Sure.
And come back up and show them. Say, I don't know about you all, but I'm gonna be sick if I have to breathe this air too much more. You want to see where this river takes us? Also, Calvin, what are these?
Do I know?
You found under the water a lumicap mushroom.
Oh,
It's a lumicap. They're inedible, non-magical. You can squeeze them. Some light will be produced.
of course.
I'd say for roughly 4 hours max. Never skip botany class, everyone. Never.
Brilliant man. All right.
Also,
You would also know, Elo, that you can only navigate in this water because of your physiology. You know that your companions would not be able to swim in this water.
Yeah. I pull out my
the current
rope.
and the contamination is just not.
Yeah, I pull out my rope and hand it to Yip and maybe L and or Vigor, whoever's there, and say, "Well, why don't I explore down current a bit and see what I see?"
what about Yip Jr.? Can he survive in this underwater place?
Good question.
He's still trying to make his way down the ladder.
Oh,
He's so small. Oops. You see him he's halfway up the tunnel, and he kind of has to use his whole body to get down one rung, and he kind of wipes his brow and is kind of looking around, making sure he doesn't fall. So he's having a time. He's making his way down, but he's not quite down there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tie the rope around my waist and hop in and let the current take me down.
I appreciate how Yip has just left Yip Jr. to fend for himself. Not even.
Yeah.
I'm not a very good
helping
parent.
him down.
It's the kobold way.
It's how you foster independence.
That's right.
So I can go 50 feet down this river before, the end of the rope. So, maybe 45 so we don't let it slip through our fingers.
So the current's actually going that way.
Oh, then that's the way I go.
Okay, so Elo starts making his way down the river. Calvin, you hear and only you hear this, a soft, sorrowful voice. Is it you? Did you visit me again? Did you bring my ring?
Only I hear this?
Yes.
I look around. Where is it coming from?
You can't tell. You just hear it.
I'll ignore it.
You
for
always
now.
bring my ring. It's the only thing I can remember.
I'll look up in the air. I'll look around me. Do I notice anything?
You don't see anything.
You all right there, wizard?
Elle, come here. Stand where I am.
But I'm holding. Okay, I walk over there while holding the rope. Yes.
Feel a little tug. Tug on the line.
Yeah.
Elle, you don't hear anything. Calvin, you hear the voice say, "The ring from our wedding.
There it
I
is.
can still remember our wedding.
The
You
wedding
always
ring.
bring my ring."
I always bring the ring. Do you hear that?
Do you ring a bell?
No. A ring. A wedding ring. For the finger.
You're married?
No. No, I never had
proposing?
time to. No, listen. This is.
No, thank
You don't hear that?
Yip, you hear Calvin and Elle arguing about a wedding ring. Now, you don't know anything about weddings, but you did find a ring on that dead guy at the entrance to the cavern.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Gonna-
Oh, yeah.
Yep, remembers.
Yip's just thinking to himself.
I say out loud. I'll say,
What a weird coincidence.
Who's got
I'll
that
say-
ring?
I'll say again. I'll say,
You didn't hear that. It was a woman talking to me. I don't recall the voice. I've never been married myself. I never had time. But they were asking for a ring. I always bring the ring. Like a wedding ring.
Why would you always bring a ring? Shouldn't that be something somebody's always wearing anyway?
I agree. I would think that once you agree to the bonds of matrimony, that should never leave your finger.
Yes, a ring should never leave someone's finger.
Yes,
Unless
and anyone
someone
who
else-
found a body of a person with a ring on their finger should never remove it.
Yes, obviously.
Someone
obviously.
did.
And if they did, they should definitely, let the people around them know if they did do that.
Who's got the ring?
What ring?
Does Elo have it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You probably, right?
Wait, did you take the ring or not?
No.
Oh, did we not take one, Kyle? We just saw one.
No, the body that was by the entrance, he had like a little pouch with a ring in it. Was that not Yip that took that?
I gave it to someone.
Oh, I took the pouch, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This wasn't the thing taken off the dead woman, right?
No, that was filled with stones.
But I think I took the pouch not knowing there was even a ring in it. I think I took the pouch just to hold on to it.
We looked in it, and I remember being told there was a ring. And
Oh, the ring!
So,
And I'll reach into my the bag.
Of course. Now I remember.
so when you take the ring out of the pouch and you hold it up, over here, in this giant pile of muck, you see a spectral figure of a woman in a wedding dress. And she looks over to you and says, "You have my ring, but you are not my husband."
Does everybody see the spectral figure or just me?
No, just you.
I look across the pond or the river, and I'll say,
Yeah, I know. I am not your husband, but this may have belonged to him. He perished.
Oh. Well then, if he is lost, then I wish to return to him. I wish to rest now. Please bring me my ring, and I will show you a reward, and I will be able to pass on.
It is yours. How shall you take it?
Bring it over to me. I cannot move from this spot. This is where I died. And she's just sort of hovering over the big mound of not very pleasant material.
I'll look to the
Who are
group
you
while
speaking to, Calvin?
There's a woman there. You don't see her. She's in a wedding
See
dress.
anything.
Kid, are you lonely?
Me or the ghost? I mean, both probably.
I tug on the rope.
I pull immediately. Zero hesitation. Just complete like.
Get over here.
So you come back up, Ella?
Yeah, if you guys would pull me back, yeah. I'm assuming I didn't see anything.
Hello. I need you to deliver this ring across the stream there. There's a
All
woman.
right.
Do you see her?
Do I see her?
At the moment, you don't see anything over there.
Right there.
Sure.
In the barnacles, whatever that stuff is. I don't know what that is.
Of course. Calvin. Friend.
Just place the ring on that side of the river.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take the ring from him and
As
paddle
soon as you
across
take the
river.
ring, you can see the ghost. And Calvin, you can't see it anymore.
He wasn't making it up. Oh, jeez.
Wasn't?
Yeah, here, I'll put the ring in Elle's hand for a second. No, check it out. Check it out.
Hey, yep. Look at this.
Wow.
As you guys are exchanging the ring around, she looks at her watch.
Do you not
Once
give it to
Vigor has a
Vigor?
turn.
Vigor doesn't get one.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, I'll take it. Here you go. And deliver it to her.
Yeah, so you have to climb up into this crud to do it. It's really gross. But you get as close as you can. You reach out to give her the ring. She takes it. And then she sort of dissolves, and so does the ring. It just sort of turns into mist and dissolves out of the way. And sort of as she does, you sink just a little in the grime where you're standing, and you feel something solid next to your foot when that happens.
All right. Can I reach down and grab whatever that is?
You can. It is a large black book with an eyeball on the cover.
Oh boy.
Been encountering a lot of things with just one eyeball.
Yeah.
Maybe
And books. I
maybe
love
Wingnut
books.
wants binocular vision.
We definitely need to
you're not one for book learning, Hello, but
Nope.
this book doesn't look particularly pleasant.
Perhaps if I wash it off a bit, maybe it's just
Well,
missing
no,
some of the
it's not just the
pictures.
dirt. It's the design.
It's still horrible.
Its binding is black.
Calvin, you're really nerdy. Why don't you take this? As I'll swim back across the river, rinsing myself off, and I will give the book to Calvin, do a double dunk, and then hop out.
Calvin, Elo hands you what you would, as a wizard, you would know this is some type of grimoire or maybe a spell book. But it looks pretty, not. This is not the kind of you just buy at a gift shop or something like your regular bookstore. This is like the materials are kind of dark.
Is it leather or is it a different?
Yes, leather.
Oh,
very
I
old.
didn't get it wet.
Very old.
can I?
And it was deep in the grime, so like it's been here a long time.
Well, I'm gonna put. I say I don't know that the best thing to do would be to trifle with this at this moment. What do you think?
Well, it's a book. You just read it, right?
Perhaps that book's been trifled with, and maybe we need to untrifle it.
Yeah, but it's not just a book, Al. This could be a powerful artifact in our crusade to save our plane.
Then open it.
Well, all right then.
And I'll do
Okay.
that.
You open the book, and it is the pages are primarily written in void speech. So you're sort of flipping through this book. Can't read it. The rest of you notice that as he's flipping the pages of this book, little flecks of black energy are coming out of the book and like going in through like his nose and his mouth. Like his
Can I
face is
smack it out of
absorbing
his
little
hand?
wisps of dark energy.
Dark energy, the enemy of Solana. Get rid of that book.
Yeah, can I smack it out of his hand?
Yes, you can. But I will show this to.
And before you smack it, though, I just look up at everybody while I'm like inspecting it, and I'm like, "What? Something in my teeth?"
So the book should have shown up in your inventory, Bob.
I shouldn't have had the poppy seed bagel.
So most of the pages are unreadable because they're in void speech, but there
Oh.
are 4 pages that contain basically spellbook pages with those 4 spells in.
Amplify sound, shadow armor, helper's hands, and Jerry Lynn's cadaverous uprising.
Yes,
Ooh,
and I'm gonna
that
put
sounds
the,
like fun.
I'm gonna put the spells into your what do you call it? Also, into your journal so you can see what they do.
Sweet. And I say, "This." I guess you hit it out of my hands, right?
Yes.
Does that happen? She hits it, and nothing happens to the book. Okay.
It
And I
hits the
say-
ground.
Why would you do that?
You're weird. It's weird book.
Listen, I know that you're not the type to read, but you don't have to offend those who do.
The book was consuming you.
All
Yeah, there
books
was some-
consume me.
Dark smoke and
Dark energy was emanating from the book.
And when you say that, I'll go, "Oh, the
We were
void."
straying further from Solana's light.
And I attempted.
And Calvin, while you were thumbing through the book, you didn't see any dark energy come out of the book.
Yeah, no, this is shocking.
You were
That's
just
why I
flipping
was.
through the pages.
Yeah, that's why I was offended. You hit a book. How dare you? But now I'm realizing
It was the void. Thank you, El.
This probably doesn't work because it only works on creatures. But I try and cast Sacred Flame on the book to destroy it.
You
can't
the
dodge.
book catches fire. It does not burn.
Oh,
Ugh, radiant light of Solana.
It like sort of like the flame sort of kind of sprouts on the book, and then it looks like the book actually absorbs the fire.
I'll pick it up after the fire extinguishes, and I'll just put it in my bag, and I say,
I think it's best that we examine this another day.
It's probably best that you throw it in the river and forget it ever existed.
It may be the key to everything we need, Vigor. We can't dispose of it yet.
and I'll put it in my
It's
bag.
an abomination against Solana.
All right, well,
It is heresy for you to continue carrying that book.
and he continues to rag on me for keeping it, but I don't think Calvin could dispose of it at this point. What do you think, Kyle? Should we pause it here? Or?
You clearly have been corrupted by
yeah.
the light.
I
by
think that's
the
a good
darkness.
spot. We'll pick it up next week in the second level of this underground cavern. You guys can figure out how to navigate the river and getting through and all that good stuff. But this was a lot of fun.
Loving it.
Oh
Loving
yeah.
it. Thank you,
And
Kyle.
I'm just now, because I was looking mostly at the map for most of the session, but like, doesn't the background behind me make me look like the villain from Legend? Like I just noticed that. Like
It was striking resemblance to Tim Curry.
I'll have to use a different background. But, so yeah, this was really enjoyable for me. I hope you guys had fun. This module is really well written. So
Oh, this mystery has really got me. I'm in.
Yeah,
Calvin's
Yeah.
There's so much going on here.
paranoid.
I have a little mushroom guy.
Yeah.
Just found him on my desk. I was like,
Oh,
I
look
have
at
a
that guy. He looks like the guards that were at the entrance there.
little
Yeah.
mushroom guy, little guard mushroom guy.
Yeah. Loving it. Thank you, Kyle.
all right, guys, I had a lot of fun tonight.
So, yeah,
Hope you guys did too.
two of them.
Absolutely.
See you, buddy.
All right, good night, everybody. Tune in next week. Like, subscribe, and give it a